our listeners really like to hear what someone like you said you're 70 now, and you're
Almost.
vibrant and excited about life and so healthy,
Yeah.
even with hypercholesterolemia. So tell us what you and your wife of 49 years, what y'all eat.
Yeah. So for breakfast, we love oatmeal. Of course, everyone says that. And it can be done in so many different ways with all kinds of different fruits and spices. She makes up spice, Ceylon cinnamon, and just various different spices, kind of like a pumpkin pie spice, and chia seeds or hemp seeds. So that's like every other day. And we love tofu scramble, beans and tofu and, onions and all of that stuff is really great. We have grandkids who can whip that up really fast, and they love it. And my daughter is raising all of her 6 children vegan, and they become really good cooks. And they make a chia pudding that's kind of amazing. And also Tony, my wife is Tony. She makes these 2-quart bottles of yogurt. We just use Trader Joe's soy milk, and she pours them in the bottle, and she has a starter, and she puts it in the slow cooker overnight at 110 degrees or whatever it is. And in the morning we have soy yogurt, and it doesn't have any sugar. It doesn't have anything in it. And we're lucky. We live in the Bay Area. We have farmers markets and everything. And we go out and buy berries and all that stuff. And so I just love, berries for breakfast, pouring some yogurt over it, and probably put some chia seeds on it and so on. And then Tony or I make a salad every single day and try to have a salad at lunch. But if I'm doing heavier workouts or something, a salad feels kind of light. It's a big salad. You get to eat a lot when you make salad. And we put things like pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds and all that stuff on it. I don't really put dressing on it. I sometimes sprinkle nooch on it. Your taste buds change and you adapt. A salad sounds terrible, especially without the blue cheese dressing when you've been eating rich food. But when you're not eating rich food, my favorite dressing on my salad is to take a basket of blueberries and dump it over the top of the salad and have this huge salad with carrots and tomatoes and seeds and all kinds of greens thrown in there. So, but Tony also makes up a mixed lentil. There's like 10 different beans and lentils in there. And I like to add fermented foods to it. I've become... Stefan Guyenet has this great book called The Hungry Brain, and he says the best tip for maintaining your weight is to eat simple foods. And I've just love simple foods. So those beans, lentil mix, a variety of beans, I'll pour kimchi in there or sauerkraut that I get in bulk at Costco. Sometimes we'll have rice, to mix the beans in the rice. And lately we get a head of cauliflower and I throw it in the Vitamix and turn it into rice. So we get beans and rice. And I used to put a lot of salsa in there to spice it up, but I don't so much anymore because it's pretty salty. And then at 4:00 every afternoon, my dog makes sure I do it. We make a green smoothie. I make a green smoothie. That green smoothie has the first thing I put in is a mixture of berries from Costco, 3-berry blend. It's frozen. So I stick that in there. And then I pour some of that yogurt in that we have, the fermented yogurt. And then I'll put in cauliflower and broccoli, not so often cauliflower, but broccoli, all kinds of kales, different varieties of kales, red cabbage, a tablespoonful of ground up flax seeds. And then the question is always the liquid. I don't want to just use a fruit juice that would, be like drinking sugar water. So our farmers markets and sort of a vegetable stand thing where you buy a lot of stuff from, they have these great juices that have a lot of solids in suspension. You have to shake them up to get the stuff. So I'll sweeten it up a little bit with that and mix it maybe 50-50 with water. I kind of think of fruit juice in there as an indulgence. I'll sometimes put carrot juice in there. And
does your dog share it with you? Is that why your dog reminds you at 4:00? Does he lick the blender like I do?
No, you would get along well with Tony. She wishes I wouldn't rinse the blender out and pour it out.
Yeah,
That I would lick it.
yeah.
And no, we put a carrot in the. I forgot to mention that we put a carrot in there, and we buy them in bulk at Costco. And he eats a carrot. He loves the carrot. And we put a red pepper in there, a part of a red pepper in there, and he wants a piece of that. And then I pour a little bit of that yogurt out that he likes too. So he goes and parks himself there every day at 4:00.
It's so cute.
And at 4:15 or so, if I haven't gotten there by then, he'll give a yipe or a bark or something.
With his paw clock. That's my dog has a paw clock too.
Oh yeah.
Just habits that we do. I like that.
Cody's a yellow lab. So
That's great.
And then, for dinner, we try to eat lightly. The thing is that I tend to like to exercise in the evening, and it, kind of gets an appetite up. So when I come back from exercising, I might have one of those bean dishes. I'll eat some bread occasionally. We get this 100% rye sourdough at the farmer's market that I like. We buy Ezekiel bread and keep it in the freezer, which is a combination of lentils and sprouted, crushed grains. So we like that. Nut butters, nuts. I really like. Costco now has these big bags of mixed nuts that I really like, and the kind of nutso sort of butters that have all kinds of mixed nuts in there. I'll put that on my bread. It's something to satisfy, because I tend to. Sometimes I wake up. It doesn't matter what I eat. Sometimes I wake up at 2 a.m. hungry, and I think if I get up and eat some nuts, I'm going to gain weight. But on the other hand, I have to lie here for an hour and get over my hunger, and I don't know why.
Keep it on your bedside table. That's what I do.
Oh, you do that?
Yeah, it's only if I've just worked out really hard. It used to happen all the time. I was a professional athlete, and I would keep it because then once you're up and walking down to the kitchen. But every once in a while, if I've gone 3 days training really hard for no reason now, just because I felt like it and it's good for my mental health, I'll just keep it. Yeah, I just keep them right on my bedside.
Same with me. Yeah.
Sleep eating.
One thing that satisfies for me is Lara bars, the peanut Lara bars.
Nice. Those are good.
Yeah, I really like them. They're just 200 calories, and they really satisfy.